Well, hello guys, how are you doing? Let me trust you're doing good. Welcome once again to this video. Today we have this laptop to fix. The customer sent us this laptop. They say there's a problem with the display. So let's see what is this. Yes, I believe this is 840 G3 or G4, one of them. Yes. Yeah, the back it is written. What is the model for this? 840 G3. Yes, it is normally written. Yeah. Yes, it is written here. HP Elitebook 840G3. I believe you can see it. Okay. Out from my experience, I know this laptop. When I see the top of it, I can tell which model is this. So this laptop, the customer said this laptop only display drivers something with the drivers on the screen. I don't know what, but it can't go beyond whatever it is displaying. So as always, we try to power on. You can see the backlight keyboard is on, the switch is on, and the display is there. You can see there's a display. Yes, I believe the laptop is displaying. That's exactly the customer said it displays, but it is stuck on something to do with drivers. As you can see, it's just showing the drivers. When you escape, uh, it goes off, and what? When you escape, it just went off. So I don't know. So the customer said when you escape, when you try to go into the BIOS setup, all those still remain there. So we are going to open up and check what is wrong with this. There are some few things I'm suspecting. The first one, the problem with the BIOS. I believe this laptop has an issue with the BIOS. If not the BIOS, maybe I don't know. Actually, the most important suspect I do suspect is the BIOS. Then apart from the BIOS, maybe I'll have to check if there's anything wrong with the motherboard. But my first priority is the BIOS. Then before even I go to the BIOS, maybe I can try to remove an SSD inside or HDD, whatever it is inside. I'm going to remove it and try to power on the laptop without those. Or even I can change the RAM. It could be also an issue with the RAM. Yes. However, that issue of showing the drivers only, it could mean several things. But I don't think one is RAM is one of the things causing that issue. Nice. So the back lid is out as always. The first thing you do, we remove the back lid. In a normal circumstances, I need to remove the battery. Since the laptop is off, I don't care about it, but I'm just going to remove an SSD here. I'm going to remove an SSD. Then we are going to try to power on this laptop without SSD, and then we'll see whether it will show no bootable device or it will still stuck on the drivers, whatever it was displaying. Now it's not powering on anymore. Is it the battery is off? Anyway, maybe the battery is not having any power. So I'm going to use the power supply. I'm going to use the power supply and try to power on this laptop. The blue pin, when plugged, 25 milliamps, 12, 18, 168. I believe it is charging 168 milliamps. I believe that is the power which is being used to charge the battery. When I switch, the laptop is coming on. That I have the display. I want us to check whether the laptop will still display an issue to do with the drivers or it will go beyond there. As you can see, it is still showing that issue. It's just displaying, I don't know what is that. When we escape, the laptop will just went off and it will restart. Yes, it is restarting and it will remain stuck there. Now, this tells me the problem is not about the SSD because if the SSD was the issue, by now, since I have removed an SSD, by now the laptop should have what? Should have show no bootable device. Yes. Since it is not going beyond there, that tells me my problem is not about the. It's not about what? It's not about the SSD. What about the RAM? Can RAM be an issue? Okay, even before I remove the battery, we can also try with the RAM. We can try with another RAM. If this problem is about the RAM, yes. However, I don't think the problem is the RAM. What I was thinking it could be an issue is what? I was suspecting the SSD because SSD normally deals with the drivers. I put another RAM. That's a different RAM. Then I am going to power it on with a different RAM. Plugged in. 400 milliamps, and the laptop is on. Let's wait and see how it will display. And the HP logo is there. The memory size changed. Boom, we are at the back again. We are still at that display for the drivers, of which I have no idea what the fuck is that. So let me just disassemble this laptop and see what is wrong with it. I guess I'll have to write the BIOS. I'll have to because I suspect this is a problem with the BIOS. That was my first suspicion. Or could it be the problem with the battery? Just just thinking loudly. However, I know nothing. Battery cannot affect that. Battery cannot bring about those problems. Since I'm just saying that because I see the battery is like it's not good. Without the battery, I believe still you will have the same display. Yes, we still have the same issue. Now I am going to just disassemble this laptop, then work on the motherboard on the page. That's what I like. We always work on the motherboard on the page because that is our area of interest. You know, most of the problems which happens onto our laptops, all of them rotates around what? Rotates around the motherboard. Yes, because the motherboard is the mother of everything. Yes, motherboard is the mother of everything. That's why when you have a problem with charging, display, no power, all of them are about the motherboard. So we are going to disassemble this. Disassembling this laptop should not be something very hard. As you can see, we have so many screws here with this back frame. There's a frame at the back which contains so many screws. I am going to I am going to remove all the screws which are holding these back chases. I'm going to remove all of them. I believe you can see these screws which I am removing. We have two screws here, this one and this one. I cannot unscrew this. Why? Because those screws are not, in fact, they are not marked. As you can see, these other screws are marked. These other screws are marked. Can you see? We have the mark there, mark there, mark there, mark there. But this one is not marked at all. This one is not marked at all. Meaning, those screws which are not marked, it's not preventing this back side, this back chases. Yes, so meaning I can do it. I can just leave them there. Reason being, they are holding the touchpad. Yes, they are holding the touchpad in position. If you remove them, the moment I just remove these back chases, the touchpad will be down. It will just fall down because there is no screw holding it. The back one screw remaining. And be careful while disassembling these things. Make sure you remove all the screws which you think it is holding the housing or whichever part you want to remove. Because if you fail to remove even one of the screws there, you will find that you might end up doing what breaking part of the that component or that part of the motherboard. Since I have removed all the screws at the back. I think my next move is to remove the keyboard. Going to remove the keyboard. To remove the keyboard, use the couple. Use the couple. Put it there. Then use it to find a weak point with the keyboard. Then use your hand to just pop it out. The keyboard is out. The keyboard is out. Then once the keyboard is out, you're going to remove this part of this. Then this one. This is connector which connects the touchpad. Then this other one is for the fingerprint. I don't know if you can see. Yes, this one is for the fingerprint. Fingerprint out, the touchpad out. We are back again. Then we flip the motherboard to the other side. There's other screws we just still here. We remove them. We remove them. Now that one is out. I have one more here. I have one more here, and then the switch also should be out. This one more still. One out. Now this one, that I believe the motherboard is freely out right now. The motherboard is freely out. It should just come out freely. Then I disconnect the speaker. Speaker disconnected. Is there anything holding it? Nothing. Yes. I've removed the motherboard. I have removed the motherboard from the chassis. Then let me just boot back the SSD. Can I use it? No. I can just work with SSD when it is out. I said, the first thing, let's just look whether we have any physical damage. Let's have a look at if we have any physical damage. It seems like there's a small hole somewhere. I'm just being paranoid. There's nothing. This motherboard is clean. I mean, other than the dusty particles on the fan, I don't see anything else which seems to be suspicious or fishy. Yes, this motherboard seems to be good. This motherboard seems to be good. I don't see anything which is suspicious. And of course, this is not about the short, because if the motherboard, maybe let's say if the motherboard was having any short, maybe shorted power line, I expect that this laptop should not have powered on at all. Yes, this laptop should not have powered on at all. Let me remove the CMOS. This is what's called the CMOS battery. Sometimes people call it BIOS battery. Yes, this one, that is the battery which keeps the system running even if you shut down your laptop. That's why when you shut down your laptop, let's say 7 p.m. in the evening, and then power on the next day at 5 p.m., it will show you 5 p.m., not the 7 p.m. you shut it down before the previous day. Yes. So I'm going to program this BIOS. So here is the BIOS. So this is the BIOS chip. When you are programming the BIOS chip, make sure you program the main chip. Reason being, the main BIOS or the main BIOS chip, when programmed, it will override the subordinate, that is the EC. So that chip is out. I have another chip here of the same motherboard for exact. So let me just swap with this one. First, before even I program, I just have to swap it. Now I have a new chip installed. I have a new chip soldered. Once I have that, we can work on the you can work on SSD. Let's let's have an SSD installed because we want to confirm that the laptop is good. I trust this laptop will display. That's why I can. I have confidence. Yes, that BIOS I just programmed should be working. I say I programmed because I just swapped. I just swapped from another motherboard, but it's the motherboard of the same model. So I can say I programmed it because it wasn't meant for this motherboard. It was from another motherboard. That's from another motherboard. So let's close it up and see. Yeah, this process of writing BIOS is very easy. I know I'm saying it's very easy, yet I haven't even shown you. Don't worry, you will learn. Yeah, that's why you need to subscribe to this channel. You need to share with your friends. You need to comment so that I can show you how to program BIOS. Huh? If you have subscribed, you will watch the program. You will watch the video for programming the BIOS. Only people who have subscribed. So make sure you subscribe so that you can see that video. It's only meant for the subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, I don't know how you will learn how to program the BIOS. So what am I doing? I want to close it up. Just I just need one screw to hold for me. This back to hold for me the motherboard in position. Then I love to do what? Why this screws if not to fit there? Where is the screw for that area? I don't know, but I have to close it. I have to screw it. I don't have the screw. Which should fit there. You can use this. Yes. The LED lights. I have to connect this connector for the LEDs and for the touchpad. Once connected, the fingerprint I don't need it since I have started connecting integer. Let me just connect it. However, it wasn't necessary. What is important is the keyboard. The keyboard is important because I'll have to enter. Once I have the display, I'll have to enter. So that's the process gets complete. Whew. Now what? Now I have new BIOS installed. Let's see. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happened. Plugged in, LED lights on. Yes, the laptop seems the BIOS seems to be responding. As you can see, the LEDs here blinking white and orange. There's a good indication that the system is integrating that BIOS. Just have to give it some few minutes before the system records that. And the laptop is on. The laptop is on. Let's wait and see what I will have the display. It is in taking for 486 millions, 500, 600, back to restarting, 27, it is restarting, 514, restarting again, that's not good. Oh, it is restarting for the second time, then we have to display. And then it is saying to not disturb, you can see, can you read that? Yes, it is saying to not reset, turn off or remove the power from the system during this update. Any interruption of the BIOS update process may result in the corruption of the BIOS, making this system non-functional. Yeah, so let's wait and see. So we wait. Or is the light is disturbing you? Let me switch it off. Is it about the BIOS? Yeah, the BIOS has recovered its identity. We enter. So let's hope it will go beyond what he was seeing before. It was having an issue to do with the drivers, whatever, which I had no idea what was it. It's too dark here. I know you can't see me. You need a torch. Let me just power on the light. It's restarting. Let's pray that the problem is fixed. Because if it is not, I don't know how we shall have this customer. The laptop is looking for SSD. Wow. And the Windows is getting loaded up. You can see it's loading now, the Windows. Yes. Remember before it was just showing something to do with the drivers. I don't know what was it. And then here we have the laptop. This is great. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. This is wonderful. So thank you guys. As I said earlier, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so that you can watch the video for writing the BIOS. Yes, there's a video for writing the BIOS. You just have to subscribe, then you watch the video. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate your presence, and please subscribe if you haven't. Genuinely, I'm really asking you, please subscribe. And again, if you have a problem with your laptop, or you know someone who is experiencing some issues with this or a laptop, you can just connect them with us, or you can send us your laptop so that we can fix for you. I am very certain that we will fix. Yes. However, sometimes we can't promise that we will fix. Sometimes we receive some laptops which are beyond repair, since maybe someone else has tried to repair it. You know, when somebody tried to repair a laptop and that person end up damaging more, once the laptop reaches us, we will find it difficult to fix, and it is not easy from our side. So guys, in case you are experiencing any issue with your laptop, you can just call me, you can text, then we can talk way forward. Sometimes even I tell a client, that one I can't fix. Even before you mail in your laptop, you can just call me and then explain what's the issue of your laptop, the model of your laptop. At least maybe I can. Sometimes even I try to fix. I try to help you, take you through the process you can fix your laptop. If it doesn't work, I recommend you bring it to us. Sometimes it's something which when you report a case and then I feel like it is not going to work, I generally tell you no, that one I don't think it will work. So that it will save our time. It will save your time. It will save you from incurring expenses of transport and so on and so on. Again, guys, we do teach. If you're interested in learning about laptop repairs, you can just reach us out to. You can just visit us. Yes, you can call me, then I direct you where we are. Then you can pre-visit, then see whether you're comfortable learning with us, or alternatively, we can also enroll you online, because we also have online classes which are going on right now. Yes, if you're interested in joining the class also, you can also contact me so that we can discuss way forward. So thank you so much, guys. I'll just close it up this laptop and then contact the owner. The laptop is okay. Then The business is done. See you in the next video, my guys. Bye bye.